All right, everyone. Hey, welcome back to another daily recap of this wild Friday that we had here. I didn't take any trades today. And quite honestly, I don't think I missed anything today either. It's just been a wild, choppy kind of market, no clear direction. We had a clear direction early on, but once New York session opened, it kind of started retracing. Um, Still kind of clear overall that we're in a downtrend today, but Eh, we reached this 19.5 zone again, which we've talked about a lot in the past 2 weeks. And every time we hit this zone here, we just consolidate around it for a while, sometimes for a day, before we end up making our move here. So instead of forcing a trade like I've done in the past, I again recognize that we were in this area and recognize that anything can happen here. And I stayed out of the markets. We looked for opportunities. You'll see once we hop into the charts that I labeled out a lot of things, but ultimately none of them played out. So I stayed out of the market today. And it's not really volatility. The VVIX is below 100. We're outside of that, stay cautious zone. It's just a lot of chop. There's still a lot of uncertainty in the market. It's Friday. Let's go into the weekend kind of hanging out where price likes to be in this 19.5 zone right now until we get some clear cut direction in monetary policies, in the new policies, in tariffs, all of these things. I think price is going to be kind of stuck around this area that we've been trading below 20,000 and around 19.5 ish, 19.4 is where price likes to be right now. So let's hop into the charts. We'll make this one pretty quick today. Let's go over to the 15-minute chart here first. All right, so as you can see, we've made some big moves this week. Market was happy with FOMC, which is this here. Um, Early sessions, Asian, more European session here kind of took all of that back. New York session yesterday took that back, ended up at highs of the day, but then retraced, consolidated, opened up here today. Asian and European sessions slow, move to the downside, overall downtrend for the day. New York pre-session opened, and we got this big move to the downside, right back down to this 19.5 zone. Okay. Um, we moved past it a little bit. Once New York session opened, which was here on the 15-minute chart, we started to move back up. But as you can see on the 1-minute chart here, in a very choppy way. All right. So this larger imbalance here was left behind on the 15-minute chart pre-New York session with this large move here. Okay, so we marked that out. That was an area of interest. Okay. A little bit of choppiness here in the morning. It's okay. That's normal. We began to start moving up. We left a little area of imbalance here first thing in the morning, New York session, that we never came back into. A lot of choppiness again around this 19.5 zone. That's this blue line here. That's been a very strong magnet for price for the past 2 weeks. I did label out, a couple of areas of imbalance within this larger one on the minute chart, just so we can see what's going on. You can see that we did come into it. We wicked out of it. That kind of got rid of this. Not only did we wick out of it to the top side, we consolidated in it for a little bit, but ultimately pushed back out to the downside. Okay, so that got rid of this zone here. Okay, let's get rid of this. Right? There's that one. Never really came into this area of imbalance. Yeah, we wicked in a little bit, but that doesn't really do anything for my strategy and my rules. Bounce back out, some more choppy consolidation, back into this area of imbalance here. And I said, hey, we still got a lot to fill up here. Maybe we got some more to move. Made this move up, strong push up, making new highs for the New York session. Left an area of imbalance behind here. I said we can use this a couple different ways. Confirmation to go to the upside or maybe to the downside. But I knew that we're in this consolidating area here, um, where ultimately you don't know what direction we're going to go. So my plan basically when I saw what we were getting here was, look, at the end of the day, I need to see a break above this larger area of imbalance here from the 15-minute chart, or we need to come back into this and close below it to look for a continuation to the downside. Anything in between here is crap, right? Because that's just what we do every time we come back to this area here. All right. We came into this area of imbalance. We pushed back out of it pretty quickly, kind of confirming that maybe we're just filling this zone and pushing back to the downside. So once we came up in here and pushed back out, this one became irrelevant. Okay. We retested in here, strong push back to the downside here. This area of imbalance became irrelevant. All right. So we're still looking at this one here. But again, you got previous day lows, which is this pink line here that we're bouncing around now. You also got this still 19.5 here. So we came down to this area. I'm waiting for a pushback into this zone, a close below. We'll take shorts, right? Never got that. Bounced right off of our support here. Push back up, consolidation around previous day lows. We finally get this strong push to the upside, push out of our area of imbalance here, which then makes this whole thing invalid. And I said, okay, maybe we're going to get a strong push. But watching price action here, these struggled to make their move up and out of that area of imbalance. So just based off of price action here and not a lot of volume, I said, it doesn't really look convincing that we're going to get a stronger push to the upside, considering the whole day still looks bearish, right? That's exactly what happened. We didn't get any further push here. We left a little tiny area of imbalance here that we came into. We disrespected here, didn't quite close out of it. But anytime we wick out of it, my rule is I don't use it to go in the direction of price, because this usually means that we will be coming back to it shortly after, right? In other words, there's not much more upside here just based off of this candle here, this wick. According to my strategy, my rules, and what I've seen, how I back tested, that's just how it works for me, okay? We continue to consolidate inside this area of imbalance, not giving us really any close one way or the other until this candle. I had the stop loss set. Was hovering over the sell, but at the same time, again, I said to myself, this price action isn't great. The New York session is an uptrend. The daily session is a downtrend. A lot of confusion. And I was like, I didn't take the trade here. Okay. We got a stronger push to the downside. Nice confirmation there that we were getting a continuation. By then, too much of a risk now, too wide of a stop to get in down here. I let price continue. Big, strong bounce off of previous day lows, you know. And again, just more consolidation. So at the end of the day, once all this played out here, it just reiterated the fact that we're just consolidating around this 19.5 area. I've concluded over the past 2 weeks, and after losing my shirt trying to trade around this area here, that this is not an area to take trades in. Just period. Plain simple, it's not. If you break out of one of these, zones here, maybe. But today, this price action is telling me to stay out. Okay, it's Friday. We don't know what direction we're going. We have zero clear direction in the market right now. Okay, and we just continue to, the price just continues to want to move into this 19.5-ish zone and stay there. We don't have any extended movements away from here. Nothing that can give you a decent 2-to-1, 3-to-1 RR. It's just not worth the risk for me. I want to stay green. So we stayed out of the markets and I said, forget it. I'm done for the day, right? All of these became invalid. None of them respected. It just is what it is. So hopefully, we'll probably end up moving around this area here for the rest of the day. We might get some moves to the up or downside here. I'm guessing that we might get an end of the day sell off where we break lows here. Maybe it's just a guess, not financial advice. Okay. Just based off of what I'm seeing here, we don't really have a lot of strength to the upside, although New York session tried. I think there's a little bit more selling pressure still. If we don't stay in this general area here, we might get a little end of the day sell off to bring us into the weekend at a little bit of a lower point, starting off next week with some room to play. That's my take. That's my analysis here. But ultimately, I'm actually proud that I was able to say, you know what, every time we try to trade in this area here, it just fucks us. So we're not going to do it. I'm going to stay out of the markets today. It is what it is. You don't have to trade every single day. Done. So that's it for today. That's my quick little recap for today. No trades today. We're ending the week green, up just about 1.5% on the account. I'm happy with that, and we'll see you all next week, right? Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate every single one of you. If you haven't subscribed yet, I ask a favor that please you subscribe. It's a free way to help me out, continue to bring my content to you, and to continue to bring make it better and better for you, right? There's 88% of you that have not subscribed to my channel that watch my content. Favor, please subscribe to the channel. I would appreciate it. Thank you to those of you that have already subscribed. And don't forget to join the free Discord. Link is in the description down below. And I will see you all on Monday. Have a fantastic weekend. Stay green.